Today I want to start with a story, right? There was a young girl called Sonam. She was in her early 20s and she loved adventure. She loved trekking and nothing made her enjoy so much like, the pristine wilderness of a forest and trekking over there. And during one such trek in the Himalayas, her irresistible instinct that she had for adventure, that led her past a dark cave. And suddenly, in front of us, she saw a huge black shadow. And growling at her menacingly, she found that somebody has caught hold of her head. And like that, with its claws, it caught hold of her scalp and picked her up. Just picked her off the ground. For that moment, Sonam's body was paralyzed by fear. Her mind went blank and she felt completely numb. But from somewhere deep inside her, like a self-starting resonance from inside her, the primordial Om, that sound arose from her. And the bear, the minute he heard the Om, he dropped her and he ran from there. You'll see sometimes, even in life, I don't like to say it, but it's a fact, that negative people and even some animals, they cannot bear the sound of these positive notes. He heard the Om coming out of her as if he forgot that he was hungry. He just dropped her and he disappeared. When Sonam came around, she found that somebody is nursing her head, her scalp, and she's getting some dressing and all done on her head. And then she thought to herself, what happened? What had happened to me? And when the mind gets preoccupied with the thought, with the fear is really a terrible thing. The body freezes, the mind freezes. But it is clear that Sonam could not have, if she was not in the habit of chanting Om would not have come out of her at that moment. अगर हमें आदत ही नहीं है तो उस समय तो बॉडी भी फ्रीज कर जाएगी, माइंड भी फ्रीज कर जाएगा. Nothing will come out of us. But because she was chanting Om regularly, what came out of her in that moment of fear was Om. So that was the only thing she had, and that saved her. So, some of you must be chanting some mantras to God in your daily prayers. Does anybody want to tell what is the prayer that you chant? What is the mantra that is your favorite mantra?
My favorite mantra is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashyat Bhavave.
Very beautiful. And what does it mean? If you don't know the meaning, the effect of the mantra will be much smaller. But if you know the meaning, and with that meaning, you know the meaning? Anybody here who can tell me the meaning of this mantra? Yes?
सभी सुखी रहे, सभी रोग मुक्त रहे, सभी कल्याणकारी दर्शन करे और कोई भी दुख का भागी न बने.
Very nice. Such a beautiful mantra, na? We are not praying for ourselves alone. We are praying for the पूरी सृष्टि. सबके लिए pray कर रहे हैं कि सब सुखी रहें, सब diseases से मुक्त रहें. That is the most beautiful prayer of our Vedic rishis. Isn't it a beautiful prayer?
There is a slok from Gita. Yato yato nischarati manas chanchalam astiram tatas tato niyamyaitat atmanyaiva vasham nait. The meaning is that in this slok, Shri Krishna tells Arjun that हमारा मन बहुत ही चंचल और अस्थिर है. जिस जिस विषय की ओर आकर्षित होता है, हमें उसे वहाँ से हटाकर आत्मा के वश में करना चाहिए और आत्मा में ही स्थिर करना चाहिए. So I try to follow this every day.
Very beautiful.
Ma'am, the mantra that I practice every day is Yajagrato Duramudaiti Daivam Tadu सुप्तस्य तथैवैति दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु.
And what does it mean?
इट मीन्स दैट हमारा मन जागते हुए भी दूर तक जाता है और सोते हुए भी दूर तक चला जाता है. यह मन ज्योति स्वरूप शुभ संकल्प करने वाला हो.
Very beautiful, very beautiful. So, Sampath-ji had told us that what does a mantra mean? Sampath-ji had said mantra. Tra is an instrument. Like he said yantra. He gave us so many examples. So, tra is the instrument. Man is the mind. So, that which makes the mind concentrated is a mantra. Now, I have one more understanding that I have of a mantra, which was given to me by my teacher. So it only adds to what Sampath-ji is saying, because Sampath-ji's meaning is perfect. It is the etymological meaning of the man and tra. So simply put, we can say that a mantra is words which are put together. They are put together by whom? By an inspired seer. Words that when repeated have the power of effectuation. अब जैसे आपने बोला कि you like to do the mantra that you like to do. So we are saying कि we want that, what is that mantra saying? Repeat it again and tell me what is the power that it will have. What is the effectuation that we want from the mantra? We should be clear. जैसे आपने बोला सर्वे सुखिना भवन्तु, right? So that is the mantra. Now when we know the meaning, the effect of the meaning, the effect of the mantra will become double on us. Yes, please tell us the mantra again.
यजाग्रतो दूरमुदैति दैवं तदु सुप्तस्य तथैवैति दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु.
And tell us the meaning.
इट मीन्स कि हमारा मन जागते हुए भी दूर तक जाता है और सोते हुए भी दूर तक चला जाता है. यह मन ज्योति स्वरूप शुभ संकल्प करने वाला हो. इट गिव्स अस कामनेस एंड पीस और हम अपने मन में अच्छे विचार रखें.
वेरी ब्यूटिफुल. जब आप इस मंत्र को समझ करके करेंगे, पावर ऑफ इफेक्चुएशन का मतलब है देन दिस मंत्र विल इफेक्चुएट दैट इन योर कॉन्शियसनेस, राइट? एवरीबडी इज अंडरस्टूड? So now there are two phrases that have been underlined. What are the phrases? Inspired seer and power of effectuation. Power of effectuation we have already talked about, but we'll repeat it again. So who can be called an inspired seer? See, inspiration is a state of consciousness which is far above our mind. We have talked about it in our earlier talks, and Sri Aurobindo has explained it very clearly, that there are levels and levels and levels and levels of mind. So there is a lower mind, there is a higher mind, there is a illumined mind, there is a intuitive mind, there is a overmind. And after the overmind, there is the Hiranyamayena Patra, which is talked about in the Isha Upanishad, the golden lid. And when people reach overmind, they feel they've reached because there's so much light there. Hiranyamayena Patra, it's a golden lid. And that has to be torn, and beyond that is the supermind, which the mother was able to tear and bring the supermind down on earth. So the inspired seer is one who has reached higher levels, and from there they get the inspiration. Sampath-ji had told us about Sarama, the hounds. So they are able to reach there, and those seers are able to reach there, and from there the inspiration comes into them. And they are able, the words come to them. Sometimes they even see the mantra. Sometimes they hear the mantra. Sometimes they see and hear the mantra. And that is called an inspired seer. And mantras come through them, right? But it is only it will come only to those who are receptive, whose mind has become receptive to the higher levels of mind, right? So every mantra is a goddess and should be approached accordingly. This was told to me by Sampath-ji. Ki mantra is not just words. When the mantra comes from higher levels of consciousness, that mantra actually becomes a goddess. So mantron ko jab hum chant karte hain, we should remember that it is the goddess form that we are chanting, right? तो उसी respect and love and obeisance के साथ में मंत्र को treat करना चाहिए, right? Everybody is clear? So now, what is the meaning of having the power of effectuation? Will somebody explain to me? What have you understood?
The power of effectuation means when the mantra is repeated. So when we know its meaning, its power is doubled, and the effect that it gives becomes higher and beyond what we can think.
Yes, very good. That it actually becomes, we become that. That which we are praying for actually happens within us.
Yes, ma'am.
If we do it with sincerity. Let me give you a very beautiful example, and you will resonate with it because you've seen the movie, Sri Aurobindo's time in the jail. So see the mantra, and let's all stop calling it mantra, because mantra में आ की मात्रा नहीं है. So there is this mantra, Sarvam Khalavidam Brahma. Who can explain it to me? What is the meaning of it? Does anybody know? Nahi? Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, which means that everything is Brahman, everything is divine. Humans, plants, animals, this table, this photo frame, this flower, everything, everywhere is Brahman, everything is God or divine. Now, when Sri Aurobindo was in the jail, he was constantly repeating this mantra, Sarvam Khaluvidam Brahma, Sarvam Khaluvidam Brahma, Sarvam Khaluvidam Brahma. And he knew the meaning. And in just a few days, he actually started seeing Krishna everywhere. He saw Krishna in the trees, in the plants. He saw Krishna even in those misused bodies, he said, those people who were really negative, who were thieves, swindlers, wrong people. Even in them, he could see the presence of Krishna. So, this is the power of effectuation that a mantra has, right? Everybody is clear? If a mantra is chanted with sincerity, and very often it starts beginning to repeat itself within ourselves, which means that it has been taken up by the inner being. That is what happened to Sonam, na? जब तक हम मंत्र को माइंड से खाली चांट कर रहे हैं तो वो माइंड में ही रहेगा. बट अगर हम उस मंत्र को बार बार रिपीटेडली सिंसियरली इतना चांट कर रहे हैं दैट इट हैज़ बीन टेकन अप बाय आवर इनर बीइंग. माय होल इनर बीइंग इज repeating that mantra inside, the cells start repeating that mantra. And when that cells start repeating the mantra inside, then the mantra becomes a means for the opening of higher levels of light, knowledge, power, peace, illumination, intuition, much more and much more from above and from within. That is the power of a mantra when the mantra is chanted with great sincerity, when the whole being is composed and has given itself to the mantra, because the mantra is a goddess, and to the goddess we are doing naman, and then we are chanting the mantra not only from the mind, not only from the lips, but our entire body cells are actually repeating the mantra. Then the mantra becomes a way to open to the higher knowledge, light, power, wisdom, illumination, intuition, and all that, right? You know the mother, so the mother said in one of her conversations to the students that they all must choose a mantra, or rather one day a mantra will come to them स्पॉन्टेनियसली, अपने आप अंदर से आएगा. अभी तो आपने कल इतने सारे भगवद गीता के मंत्र सुने, परसों आपने उपनिषद के मंत्र सुने, नरसों आपने वेद के मंत्र सुने. अब इन मंत्रों को जैसे प्रॉमनी मैम ने आपको बोला, रीड थ्रू योर नोट्स अगेन, रीड थ्रू योर नोट्स. सम मंत्र में पॉप अप एंड से मेरे को चांट करो. अपने आप हो सकता है कि आपके अंदर आए कि ये मंत्र मेरा मंत्र है. सो द मदर सेड that everybody must choose a mantra, or maybe a mantra may come to you spontaneously, And she said that that mantra can be a mantra with one word, it can be a mantra with 2 words, it can be a mantra of 3 words or a verse. It could be anything, but it must be a sound that awakens in them a higher condition. When you chant Sarve Sukhina Bhavantu, how do you feel? How do you feel? Doesn't it make you feel nice? Doesn't it make you feel in well-being? You're praying for the well-being of the whole universe, and it is giving you well-being yourself, right? And later on the mother said that if the mantra is repeated with great sincerity and with faith, even in the face of danger and defeat, if without getting disturbed, if they repeat the mantra, one can do that fear or whatever is happening, that danger can do nothing to them. This the mother said 70, 80 years back. And look what we've heard the story of Sonam. It's a true story. And this actually happened. What could the bear do to Sonam? Nothing. Because that mantra had already gone into her cells. Her cells were making her just say, oh. And the bear dropped her and ran away. Right? So this the mother had said so long back. Quoting the words of the mother, if you form the habit, one day it means the mantra will come to you spontaneously. When the difficulty comes, at the same time, the mantra will come. Then you will see that the results are wonderful. Unquote. This is the power of mantra, my dear children. This is the power of mantra. Mantras come to many people in meditation. The rishis who compiled the Vedas are called Kavayaha Satya Shrutaha. Kavayaha means visionary, poets. Satya Shrutaha. Satya means truth. Shrutaha means hearing. So truth, hearing seers. These seers could hear the truth. And rishis of the Vedic period received the Vedic mantras through the inspired vision and the inspired hearing. It is for this reason that our Vedas are called Shrutis. That which is received through inner hearing. They receive the mantra through vision and inspiration. Is everything clear till now? No questions now? So today we'll take up a few mantras, different mantras of different eras. Okay? So let us take up today the most important mantra that I feel that all of you know. The first mantra of the Rig Veda. Om Agnim Ide. Yes? So this mantra was heard by whom? Who was the Kavya Shruti? Who was it? Madhu Chandas Vaishwamitra. Okay? Madhu Chandas Vaishwamitra. It is the first mantra of the first chanda of Rig Veda. And I'm sure everybody, at least say at M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, knows it by heart. Does everybody know this mantra? Yes. See, there is within us, in the center of our heart cavity, a luminous and blazing light. It is this light that we are asking for. So it is our soul, our inmost being. And in this mantra, Rishi Madhu Chandas Vaishwamitra, he was the son of Rishi Vishwamitra. Right? We've all heard of Rishi Vishwamitra. So he was the son of Rishi Vishwamitra, and he is addressing the soul. Om Agnim Ide. Agni kahan hai hamare andar? In the cavity of our heart, right? In the center of our heart cavity. What kind of a flame is it? It is white, smokeless, cool, right? And Urdhvagamini, it is always moving upwards, right? Let's all say it together because everybody knows it. Om Agnim Ide Purohitam Yagyasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratna Dhatamam. Now we'll understand each and every word separately because the whole school is reciting it. But if you know the meaning, then it will become more effective. Right? Om Agnim Ile. O Agni, burn. Burn upwards. So when you say Om Agnim Ile, what are you saying to the Agni? Oh Agni, burn upwards, right? Purohitam Yagyasya. You are the leader. You are the Purohit of this Yagya of life. You understand this? You are the leader. You lead. What does the leader do? The leader leads and then we follow. What is Brahmini ma'am doing here? She is leading the school. Whichever way she leads us, we follow her, right? So we are telling the Agni within us, you are the leader. Now understand the next line. You are the leader, the Purohita of this Yagya of life. Yagya of life, do you understand? Does anybody want to explain to me before I explain it?
Whenever the yagya is done, we just offer ghee and some
Whatever.
things in the Agni. So that things are our karma, our life, our work, what we do. So in that Yagya Rupi Atma, we have to offer all the works to that, and that flame will become bigger and make her consciously.
Very beautiful, very good. So what is the slide saying? Yagya of life. Our whole life is like a yagya. We must treat our life like a yagya. और इस यज्ञ में क्या करते हैं हम लोग? समिधा डालते हैं. समिधा क्या है? जैसे कि हर्ष है ना यथार्थ. जैसे यथार्थ ने बताया कि समिधा डालनी है. तो इस यज्ञ रूपी लाइफ को अगर हम अपनी लाइफ को एक यज्ञ का रूप समझेंगे तो हम जो भी सोच रहे हैं फ्रॉम द मेंटल, जो भी इमोशन फील कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम द वाइटल, जो भी कर्म कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम द फिजिकल, सबको हम समिधा के रूप में, अंजलि में अपने अंदर जो ये अग्नि है उसमें जब हम डालते जाएंगे, जितनी समिधा डालेंगे उतनी अग्नि बड़ी होएगी. जितनी अग्नि बड़ी होएगी उतना हमारा साइकिक फॉरवर्ड आएगा, उतना वी विल बी डूइंग व्हाट इज द डिवाइन्स विल, बिकॉज हु नोज द डिवाइन्स विल? द साइकिक बीइंग नोज द डिवाइन्स विल. इस साइकिक बीइंग को हमें बड़ा करना है. बड़ा कैसे करें? वो अग्नि है, तो उसमें हमको समिधा डालनी है. जितनी बार हम अपने आप को ऑफर करेंगे, अपने कर्म को ऑफर करेंगे, अपने इमोशंस को ऑफर करेंगे, उतनी ये साइकिक बीइंग बड़ी होती जाएगी. जो अंगुष्ठ मात्रम है और बड़ी होती जाएगी एंड अंदर की लाइट बाहर की तरफ आने लगेगी. राइट? यू अंडरस्टूड नाउ? वेरी गुड. देवम. You are as complete as the Lord Himself. You are Devam. When we say भगवान से बात करना है तो हम इस अग्नि को कह रहे हैं कि भगवान और आप में कोई फर्क नहीं है. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते. और जब उस अग्नि में से, जब उस ईश्वर को अगर हम अग्नि का रूप देते हैं, बिग फायर, उसमें से जब स्पार्क्स निकले तो जो रह गया वो भी पूर्ण था. इट्स नॉट लाइक अ केक जिसमें से सोल्स निकले और वो कुछ बच गया, कुछ कट के रह गया. ही रिमेन्स पूर्ण एंड ही व्हाट ही गिव्स टू अस इज ऑल्सो पूर्ण. जैसे एक पेड़ से बीज निकलते हैं फ्रॉम अ ट्री, सो मेनी सीड्स कम आउट, बट व्हेन द सीड्स कम आउट डज द ट्री बिकम स्मॉलर? नो, इट रिमेन्स पूर्ण एंड इट गिव्स ऑल ऑफ इट सेल्फ इन एसेंस in the form of the seeds, right? So this Agni which is within us is Devam. It is Purna, right? Ritvijam. Ritvijam का मतलब है कि just like the seasons know the right time to come, right time to manifest, so also, O Agni, you are the knower of the right time for everything, right? कभी आज हम अपने पेरेंट्स को बोलते हैं आई वॉन्ट अ स्कूटी. पेरेंट्स आर सेइंग अभी नहीं देंगे. हम कह रहे हैं आई एम ओल्ड इनफ टू ड्राइव अ स्कूटी. तो वाई नॉट टॉक टू द अग्नि इनसाइड? शी नोज, दिस अग्नि नोज द राइट टाइम फॉर एवरीथिंग. Let thy will be done, not mine. This is the way to approach Agni, by understanding this flame within. Ritwijam सबको समझ आ गया? Hotaram. Now what does Hotaram mean? Hotaram means you know how to invoke the divine. Right? It's like telling the seed कि seed को मालूम है कि tree को कैसे invoke करना है. Spark को मालूम है कैसे अग्नि को invoke करना है. तो अगर if I want to invoke the divine, we are telling the spark here, the Agni within, that you know how to call. बोलते हैं ना invocation करो, God को बुलाओ. तो जब God को बुलाओ, तो अग्नि को connect करो और अग्नि के साथ बोलो that you invite the divine and she knows how to invite the divine. होतारम का ये meaning है. Clear? रत्न धातमम. See, रत्न का मतलब सबको पता है, wealth. What is the greatest wealth that we can enjoy? The greatest wealth is when the divine pours himself into us. When he starts making us into his nature, sadharmya, right? That is the wealth that we are praying for. But वो wealth अगर भगवान अपने आप को हमारे अंदर pour करें और ये जो जार है ये फिट ही नहीं है उसको रिसीव करने के लिए. जैसे एक अनबेक्ड घड़ा है, घड़ा बनाते हैं ना कुम्हार, फिर उसके बाद में घड़ा बनाने के बाद उसको कहाँ डालते हैं? इनटू द किल्न. इट इज़ फायर्ड. बाय द फायरिंग द घड़ा बिकम्स स्ट्रॉन्ग. अगर बिना फायरिंग के वो घड़ा रखा है, उसमें आपने गर्म पानी डाला, इट विल क्रैक. या एकदम कोल्ड पानी डाला, इट विल क्रैक. सो इट हैज़ टू गो थ्रू द तपस्या, राइट? So here we are saying कि when divine pours himself into us, then that pouring of the divine can be born only by you. This receptacle is still not ready. This receptacle is not pure enough. It has not gone through the tapasya of the kiln yet. तो जीवन में बहुत तपस्या that you go through. We all go through so many difficulties in life, ना? All those difficulties are baking our घड़ा. इस जार को bake कर रहे हैं. All those difficulties in life, so that when God pours himself, we are baked with the tapasya of our difficulties, our obstacles, and then with the help of Agni, we are able to bear that divine ratna of the divine pouring himself into us. That is the meaning of Ratna Dhatamam. Okay? Clear? Should we all now say that mantra again? Om Agnimire Purohitam Yagyasya Devam Ritwijam Hotaram Ratna Dhatamam. Om. Yes? And when we do this, we should invoke the psychic being within us. Invoke the psychic being, and with the meaning of every word, we should invoke the psychic being. All right? Now, another mantra that really resonates with me, which I already did in the Karma Yoga yesterday, is the 27th mantra from chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita. And I'll tell you why I love this mantra so much. But before that, please tell me, has any one of you ever read some part of the Gita or learned some verses from it? Anybody wants to? Yes, beta? Tra.
The mantra from Bhagavad Gita that I really like is Yat karoshi yajasnasi
Please,
yat
let's
juhoshi
have that all.
dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam.
Change it.
जो भी हम तपस्या करते हैं, जो भी हम दान करते हैं, जो कुछ भी तुम करते हो, वह सब with pure devotion, just surrender it to me.
Yes.
So it really reminds me every time, whatever I do, I have to like offer it to the divine first.
Very nice.
The mantra that I like from Srimad Bhagavad Gita is
मन मना भवमद भक्तो मद्या जीमाम नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि सत्यम ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोसी में। यह मंत्र श्रीमद् भगवद गीता के 18वें अध्याय का 65वां मंत्र है। इसे श्रीमद् भगवद गीता का महावाक्य भी माना गया है। इसमें श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन के द्वारा अपने सभी भक्तों से कहते हैं कि अपना मन मुझ में लगाओ, हृदय से मेरे भक्त बन जाओ। अपने मन, वचन, कर्म, जीवन के प्रत्येक कार्य को ऐसे करो जैसे यज्ञ मुझे आहुति दे रहे हो। मुझे नमस्कार करो, अपना जीवन यज्ञमय बनाओ। ऐसा करने से तुम मेरे बन जाओगे। यह मेरी सत्य प्रतिज्ञा है क्योंकि तुम मुझे अत्यंत प्रिय हो।
ब्यूटिफुल, ब्यूटिफुल, सो वेरी ब्यूटिफुल। ये महामंत्र है। भगवद गीता में बहुत सारे ग्रेट मंत्र हैं और उनको महामंत्र भी कहते हैं, बट ये महामंत्र है। एंड नॉट ओनली द 65th एंड 66 टुगेदर। हाँ, तो इनको कभी अलग नहीं करते हैं, इन दोनों को हमेशा संग में करते हैं। जैसे ईशावास्य उपनिषद का आप लोग को मालूम है, यस्तु सर्वाणी भूतानि, तो वो दोनों मंत्र संग में होते हैं, ऐसे ये दोनों संग में होते हैं।
Speak that also.
बोलो बेटा।
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः।
वेरी गुड, मीनिंग भी बता दो।
यह मंत्र श्रीमद् भगवद गीता के 18वें अध्याय का 66वां मंत्र है। इस मंत्र में भगवान श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन के द्वारा अपने सभी भक्तों से कहते हैं कि सभी धर्मों का त्याग कर तुम मेरी शरणागति को प्राप्त करो, मैं तुम्हें सभी पापों से मुक्त कराऊंगा। यह मेरी सत्य प्रतिज्ञा है।
ब्यूटिफुल। अब हम लोग सब आपके पास आ रहे हैं, आप हमारे गुरु बन जाओ। ब्यूटिफुल, वेरी गुड। तो फिर ये मेरा फेवरेट मंत्र है, इसके बारे में ऑलरेडी बच्चों ने इतने अच्छे से समझा दिया है। यद करोषि यदश्नासी, सब संग में बोलो। यद यदश्नासी यद जुहोषि ददासि यद तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तद कुरुष्व मदर्पणम। So Sri Krishna is saying that whatever you do, whatever you enjoy, whatever you give, whatever effort or tapasya you do, O son of Kunti, do it as an offering to me. And where is the Lord? He's sitting right here within us. कहीं जाना भी नहीं है. Right here in our heart cavity. So all we have to do is start performing this yajna as many times a day as possible. And when we start doing it, our physical being, our vital being, our mental being starts becoming purer and purer. And this becomes kind of a habit, right? I said that when we go on offering तो क्या होता है? That life की difficulties को handle करने का एक ताकत मिल जाती है. I am not saying the difficulties will go. Difficulties will keep on coming. अगर difficulties नहीं आएंगे तो हम तपेंगे कैसे? तपेंगे नहीं तो ये जाड़ तैयार कैसे होगा? जाड़ तैयार नहीं होगा तो भगवान कैसे हमारे अंदर अपने आप को दिखाएंगे, right? So what we have to do is that we have to just gain a lot of confidence by doing all these mantras. Now as a child I never liked my name. संपत जी ने बोला था ना कि अपने नाम का मीनिंग समझो. मैंने अपने नाम का मीनिंग कभी ठीक से पूछा ही नहीं किसी से. तो till I was almost, I don't know, very old, I never liked my name. I thought क्या अंजलि ना फॉरेन टाइप का नाम दिया है, कोई इंडियन हिंदू टाइप का नाम देना चाहिए था. मुझे अंजलि ये मालूम ही नहीं था. I never liked it. एंड जब मुझे समझ में आया कि अंजलि तो एक ऑफरिंग होती है और मैं तो वही करना चाहती हूँ, तब मेरे को अपना नाम बहुत अच्छा लगने लग गया, राइट? सो now let's shift our gaze to a more recent mantra. Among the rishis of the later age, we are talking of the freedom movement के time में, we must include the name of the man who gave that reviving mantra which helped in stirring our people to fight for their motherland, to fight for Bharat Mata. And who was it? It was Rishi Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, who helped in creating a new India by giving this reviving mantra, Bande Mataram, Bande Vande. And it was during the days that we were fighting for independence from the British that Rishi Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay wrote this great song, Vande Mataram. And this short mantra, Vande Mataram, became the reason for a sudden awakening among the people of Bharat from their long delusion and sleepiness. सो रहे थे, कितने भारतवासी सो रहे थे उस समय कि अब ठीक है, आदत भी हो जाती है, अब आदत हो गई है कि हम कुछ ले जाएंगे. बट जब ये मंत्र, इट वॉज बिकॉज इट वॉज अ मंत्र दैट ही हैड रिसीव्ड, so it had power of effectuation. It awoke people from their slumber, and they got up and they said, हाँ, we have to fight. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Why are we suffering the atrocities of the British? Regarding Rishi Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay and the mantra Vande Mataram, Sri Aurobindo wrote, the mantra had been given, and in a single day, that is the power of effectuation. The mantra had been given, and in a single day, a whole people had been converted to the religion of patriotism, unquote. This is the power of mantra. And in our Seth M.R. Jaipuria campus, I am so happy that we don't greet each other with good morning and good afternoon. Good तो तब होगा ना जब हम अपनी माँ को याद करेंगे, जब हम अपनी माँ को प्रणाम करेंगे, तो हम दिन में कितनी बार टीचर्स को मिलते हैं, एक दूसरे को मिलते हैं, वंदे मातरम बोलते हैं, अपनी माँ को प्रणाम करते हैं. अपने आप अपनी मॉर्निंग्स एंड आफ्टरनून्स एंड इवनिंग्स ब्यूटीफुल हो जाती हैं, गुड हो जाती हैं. गुड मॉर्निंग बोलने से तो होएगी कि नहीं मालूम नहीं, वंदे मातरम बोलने से तो पक्का होएगी.
Now my question is, what's the difference between Bande Mataram and Vande Mataram?
It's just a pronunciation. Bengalis व को ब बोलते हैं, तो इसलिए उन्होंने वंदे मातरम बोला, but फिर then it turned into वंदे. There's no difference. Another very powerful mantra जिसके बारे में आज पूरा डे है, सावित्री. This I was introduced to by my friend, philosopher, guide, teacher. He never allowed me to call him my guru. Shri Kirit Joshi ji. He introduced me to the epic poem of Sri Aurobindo, Savitri, which is written by Sri Aurobindo. Has anyone ever read Savitri or heard a few lines from it? अब तो सबको मिल गई हैं वो पुस्तकें, है ना? Now, सावित्री के बारे में just one or two small stories I'll tell you. Because सावित्री का introduction तो विनोद जी करने वाली हैं, and we are all waiting for that. So there was this man, from Odisha. And वो सावित्री रोज़ पढ़ते थे. समझ नहीं आता था, इंग्लिश ही नहीं मालूम थी. इतनी इंग्लिश मालूम थी कि थोड़ा बहुत कुछ एक दो वर्ड कभी समझ आ जाए. बट पढ़ रहे थे, कईयों साल से पढ़ रहे थे. Then once he came to Pondicherry and he went to somebody who really understands Savitri. And he said कि ये वाले वर्ड्स को थोड़ा सा आपसे एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे हमें. तो उनका हालत देख के, इतना फटीचर हालत, इंग्लिश बोल नहीं पा रहे हैं, तो ही सेड कि छोड़ो, आपको समझ नहीं आएगा. Which was not a nice thing to do, ना. Anybody can understand because it is a divine word. डिविनिटी पे कोई इंग्लिश का छाप थोड़ी है. इंग्लिश मालूम है तो आप डिवाइन को पहुंच सकते, नहीं तो नहीं. तो ही सेड नहीं, आपको समझ नहीं आएगा. तो ही सेड एक्चुअली ना, whenever I am this man from Orissa, he said actually ना, जब मैं पढ़ता हूँ ना, तो जैसे मैं ऐसे हाथ पढ़ता जाता हूँ, हाथ ऐसे उंगली जाती है, वैसे एक ब्लू लाइट आती जाती है, and a blue light keeps coming. So I was wondering कि ये वाली लाइन ज़रूरी होंगी. The learned professor fell at his feet. He said, I am so sorry that I insulted you. It is not about English. You are already blessed because this light is being shown to you. Inner light is showing on the book of Savitri. As he was putting his fingers like this, the blue light was showing. Then he fell at his feet. He said, I'm sorry कि मैंने बोला आपको समझ नहीं आएगा. And then he explained it to him. That is the power of Savitri. One more story I will tell you about Savitri, which is a true story. There was a dyslexic boy in grade 10 in a Mumbai school. And I've heard this from the Mumbai teacher. So because of his dyslexia, he was not performing very well in school. Now this teacher who I've met, she had already seen the magic of Savitri. She teaches Savitri in Mumbai. She teaches in the school, and at home she has Savitri classes. I will tell you her name so you can even follow her on YouTube. She's fantastic. So she advised this boy in the beginning of grade 10 कि बेटा you have nothing to lose, marks तो terrible आ रहे हैं, अब 10th का board exam है, वो भी ICSE, not CBSE, it's a tough one. So तुम ऐसा करो कि Savitri मैं तुम्हें, she presented him with a Savitri, and she said just as a mantra, you start reading Savitri every day. चाहे थोड़ा पढ़ो, चाहे ज़्यादा पढ़ो, जरूर पढ़ो. जैसे संपत जी ने बोला, संकल्प ले लो कि मैं रोज सावित्री पढ़ूंगा. कितना पढ़ूंगा ये तुम्हारा डिसीजन. And the boy started reading Savitri every single day. And he started reading it as a mantra. कि ये मंत्र है मेरे लिए, समझ आए ना आए. And his teachers and parents and his siblings were all very worried. When the board results will come, what will happen to him? And guess what? He came among the top 5 students of his class in the 10th boards. Yes, we can clap for him wherever he is. This is the power of mantra. But mantra in which we are believing totally, completely. विश्वास के साथ उसने अपनी टीचर को फॉलो किया. And this is what Savitri could do. Right? Now this story that I'm going to tell you, this brings fond memories of my childhood with my Nani Ma, my Nani. She told me this story regarding the power of mantra. There was this young girl who was completely devoted to her guru, completely devoted. And one day she had to cross a very, very stormy sea. There were pounding waves and lightning and all that. But she was so sure of her guru's protection around her that she kept his name on in her mind, her heart, her lips. And she told the boatsman, chalo, kuch nahi hoga. And she kept just taking her guru's name. And she crossed the river. The same day, the guru didn't know that she was crossing. The guru came to cross. And the same pounding waves. But he couldn't cross the river. What does it show? What does it show? सबने ये कहानी सुनी हुई है. So much greatness is attached to the power of the name. क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? राम से बड़ा राम का नाम. जब ओशन को क्रॉस करना था टू रीच श्रीलंका, राम जी बोली कैसे होगा? और फिर राम का नाम काम आया ना? आया कि नहीं आया? कौन बताएगा? सब लोग उन लोगों ने स्टोन्स पे राम लिखा और डाला इन इतने भारी भारी पत्थर. दे डिडंट सिंक, दे स्टार्टेड फ्लोटिंग. तो राम से बड़ा राम का नाम. दैट इज द पावर ऑफ मंत्र.
इसी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है.
बताइए प्लीज.
जब नल, नील और हनुमान जी सब लोग राम का नाम लिखकर पत्थर डाल रहे थे और वो पत्थर सब जुड़ के एक पुल बन रहा था. तो श्री राम जी को एक कौतुक सूझा.
हाँ.
उन्होंने कहा भाई सब लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं और पुल बन रहा है और हम सब लोगों को पार इससे जाना है. हाँ. तो मैं भी कुछ श्रम करूं. हाँ. तो उन्होंने भी एक पत्थर पर राम का नाम लिख के डाला. हाँ. तो वो पत्थर डूब गया. फिर दूसरा डाला तो फिर डूब गया. तो फिर उन्होंने सोचा अरे ये कैसे हो रहा है भाई, ये कौन से बड़े वैज्ञानिक हैं ये लोग, इनका तो जुड़ के पुल बन रहा, मेरा डूबता जा रहा है. तो हनुमान से पूछा भाई हनुमान ये क्यों, कुछ तुम लोग जादू कर रहे हो? तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं प्रभु कुछ जादू नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप जिसको छोड़ दें वो तो डूब ही जाएगा.
ब्यूटीफुल. समझ आया कि आप तो पत्थर को छोड़ रहे हैं ना, आप छोड़ देंगे तो डूब ही जाएगा. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. आई विल ऐड दिस टू माय पेपर. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी. थैंक यू सो मच. अब मंत्र का एक और स्टोरी है. हैज़ एनीवन नहीं क्या? एवरीबडी मस्ट हैव हर्ड द स्टोरी ऑफ the dacoit Ratnakar. This Ratnakar was born in a Brahmin clan and to Maharshi Kashyap and Ma Aditi ke putra. And instead of studying the scriptures, he had chosen to become a thief and a robber. And in the heart of the dense forest, he was always कभी इसको पकड़ा चोरी करी उधर पकड़ा bandit का काम करता था. And he preyed on these travelers, mercilessly robbing them. एक दिन वहाँ पे आए नारद मुनि और नारद मुनि को उन्होंने पकड़ा, बोला कि सब सामान दे दो मुझे. नारद मुनि ने बोला कि दे तो सब देंगे, पर मैं तुमसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. Why are you resorting to such deeds? Why are you doing all this? So Ratnakar said, there's nothing wrong in it. Why I'm doing it? I'm doing it for supporting my family. How will I support my family? So Narad Muni said that you're committing all these sins for your family, but you know na, that after committing sin, you'll have to pay for it. You will go through difficulties in life. So have you asked your family whether they will share the difficulties also? पाप करने का तो कुछ वो होएगा ना, पाप का. तो रत्नाकर ने बोला अच्छा ये तो सोचना पड़ेगा. तो नारद मुनि को बोला आप रुकिए, आपको मैं पेड़ से बांध देता हूँ, मैं घर जाके पूछ के आता हूँ. And he went home and he talked to his family members. He said मैं चोरी डकैती करता हूँ, किस लिए करता हूँ? इससे तुम लोगों का पेट पाल सकूँ. तो अगर आप लोगों का पेट मैं पाल रहा हूँ तो जो पाप मैं कर रहा हूँ उस पाप के कारण मेरे को जो भी मिलेगा, दंड मिलेगा, वो आप सब उसको शेयर करोगे ना. तो उनकी वाइफ ने और उनके पेरेंट्स ने बोला हम क्यों शेयर करेंगे, पाप कौन कर रहा है? बोले पर मैं आपके लिए कर रहा हूँ. बोले ये तुम्हारा धर्म है. एज अ सन, एज अ हस्बैंड, एज अ फादर, यू शुड बी ब्रिंगिंग अस अप. तो अब आप अगर अच्छा काम नहीं करके बुरा काम कर रहे हो तो पाप तो आप ही को लगेगा. हम लोग नहीं शेयर करेंगे आपके पाप को, हम लोग पाप नहीं कर रहे हैं. ओ गॉड, रत्नाकर स्टार्टेड वीपिंग बिटरली. ही सेड जिनके लिए मैं ये सब कर रहा हूँ वो मेरा पाप ही नहीं शेयर करेंगे. एंड ही वेंट बैक टू नारद मुनि एंड ही फेल एट द फीट ऑफ नारद मुनि. सेड ये मैं बहुत बड़ी भूल कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को ये नहीं करना चाहिए था, अब मैं क्या करूँ? तो नारद मुनि ने बोला कोई बात नहीं, अब तुम राम का नाम जपो, बिकॉज राम राम इज़ अ मैजिक मंत्र. तो रत्नाकर को बोला राम जपो. अब उसने ज़िंदगी भर इतना पाप किया था कि उसके मुंह से राम ही ना निकले, मरा 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 मरा. तो नारद मुनि बोले कोई बात नहीं, तुम मरा 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 बोलते जाओ. बोल के देखो मरा मरा मरा, बोलो क्या निकल रहा है दोनों जुड़ के. वो मरा 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 राम ही बन जाता है. तो राम 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 जपते 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 नारद मुनि की बॉडी पूरी एक माउंटेन, एक पहाड़ सा बन गया ऑफ एन एंट हिल. एंड देन ब्रह्मा जी केम टू हिम एंड ही गेव हिम अ boon that now your name will be Rishi Valmiki and you will write the story of Ram. And then the Ramayana was written by him, right? This is the magic of mantra. A famous story that has got real prominence because of Modi ji bringing it into light was the story of Ram Setu. तो आप लोगों ने ऑलरेडी पहले ही हो गई है राम सेतु की कहानी. तो जब माँ सीता जी वॉज किडनैप्ड और वो राम राम करके ब्रिज तो बन गया. तो इस स्टोरी में एक बहुत स्वीट सी स्टोरी है कि एक स्क्विरल भी थी वहाँ पे, और वो स्क्विरल भी, हाँ बेटा आप बताओगे, आपको मालूम है? हाँ बताओ ना, लिटिल बिट बताओ, नाम बताओ, क्लास बताओ.
I had read this story earlier, ma'am, that there was a squirrel. That squirrel also tried to help Ramji by giving some small stones. So so firstly, what happened that the Vanars, they were taking out the trees, they were uprooting them. So that squirrel was there. So it was sleeping, so it got disturbed. So the squirrel asked the Vanars what was happening. So when the squirrel got to know, she also collected small pebbles and tried to give it to the Vanars, but they ignored and pushed her away from there. and the squirrel went
Slides
right
in her.
into the hands of Ram, and then when the squirrel told Ram, then the Ramji said that this is not the correct treatment, and the pebbles were eventually used to fill the gaps in the bridge that was made.
Beautiful.
And Ramji had stroked the back of the squirrel, and that is how there are three stripes on the back of the squirrel.
There's a white stripe also,
Yes.
which is not there in. I see the squirrels in Europe and America. You won't find these lines.
Yes, ma'am, that
These
is
are
only in India.
Indian squirrels. So राम जी ने जो छुआ था उनको तो सारी स्क्विरल्स में आ गया था. एंड राम जी ने ये भी बोला कि तुम वानर 1 किलो का पत्थर उठा सकते हो, 10 किलो का उठा सकते हो, तो तुम 10 किलो का उठा रहे हो. ये छोटी सी स्क्विरल एक पेबल भी उसके लिए भारी है, वो फिर भी 4-4 पेबल उठा रही है. शी इज डूइंग थिंग्स मच अबव द ताकत दैट शी हैज. एंड इसको तुम लोग रिस्पेक्ट दो. डोंट डू दिस. एंड यू आर राइट दैट because of the squirrels, the spaces between the stones were filled by the pebbles that the squirrels got. Very well said. In fact, this is what I had felt that during the COVID period, what our teachers had done for us was the work कि जैसे squirrels इतना उठा सकती हैं उसकी जगह वो इतना उठा रही थी. What did our teachers, our doctors, what did they do? They picked up much more weight than they could. How much they strived. उनके घर में there were no helpers. There were no helpers. They were doing घर का काम. They were making lesson plans. They were teaching you through online lessons. So many teachers were not. They didn't know how to do online lessons. They learned. They did their lessons. They did their corrections. They did their homework, and they were dealing with illness at home. All that these teachers, your teachers, have done for you during COVID. I think we should all thank them just now. And never in our life we should forget our gratitude to our teachers, what they did for us during COVID. It was beyond human strength what they did for us, teachers and doctors, right? Thank you to all of you. So, my dear students, all these stories, whether they are from our itihas or they are contemporary stories, whether it is a story of Sri Ram or the young boy of grade 10, जिसने सावित्री पढ़ के अपने आप को, they all have always fascinated me, and I'm sure they fascinate you all as well. And I hope that this session will lead you all, my dear friends, to your own mantra, which will be your eternal friend, your guide through life. My prayer to God is that may all of you beautiful children become the sun-eyed children of a marvelous dawn, the massive barrier breakers of the world, the laborers in the quarries of God, the heroes and soldiers of the army of light. Unquote. It's from Savitri. Do you all want to read it together? Because this is my dream for you all. And this should become the dream that you have for yourself and your friends. So let us read it slowly together and then meditate on these 4 lines that God make us this. The sun-eyed children of a marvelous dawn, of the world, the laborers in the quarries of the gods, the heroes and soldiers. Sri Aurobindo. Vande Mataram.